Now, most of us are searching for success in a number of areas in our lives, whether it's financial, in our personal relationships, or in goals we've set for ourselves. And most of us are still struggling to achieve that success. And so we work hard, we study hard and long to find the answers we need, or we even invest in others to do it for us. But if we're still chasing after success, then maybe there's a missing ingredient that's eluding us. And the problem is most of us are searching for this missing ingredient out there where it isn't. We work harder, or we study longer and harder, or we pour more time and energy and money into something that isn't getting us results. Now, what most of us don't realize is that that missing ingredient doesn't lie out there. It's inside of us. And at any given point in time, we decide just how successful we are. It's up to us. Now, there's a gap that lies between what it is that we would like to have and what it is that we realistically envision ourselves having. I'll show you what I mean. Take a look at something that you're still struggling with in your life. And do you have a clear picture of being successful at it? And do you have a clear picture of having it? Do you have a clear sense of peace of mind about it? Probably not. More likely, you have a picture of obstacles, of barriers, of frustration, or you have just a lack of clarity about it altogether. You can't even see what the end result would even look like to you. Now, most people will tell you that in order to be successful, you need a clear, positive picture. And they're right, but it's one thing to say it, but it's another thing to actually do it. Because what's in the way? Feelings. We have feelings of lack, feelings of frustration, feelings of doubt, feelings of fear even. And as long as you have these feelings, and you believe that these feelings have power over you, and you let them push you around, they're going to remain an obstacle to being clear and to having success, no matter what it is in your life. I'm going to show you how to take responsibility and how easy it is to let these feelings go so you could have this clarity. Now, let's take a look at what it is that is still an obstacle in your life, and I'll show you how to get bigger than it in just a few simple steps. Now, if you think about this situation, chances are you have some frustration about it. You're wanting to change it. And that frustration that's been building up about it, in the past, you've been saying no to this frustration. Now, when you say no to the frustration, does that make the frustration go away? Probably not. Otherwise, it would have been gone. So saying no doesn't work. So we're going to do something completely different. But first, what I want you to do is just measure your frustration right now on a scale of 0 to 10. 10 being the most frustrated, 0 being none at all. Just see where you're at. Now, what I want you to do is just say yes to this frustration. So just say yes to the frustration. And say yes to it even more. 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 And say yes to it some more. And say yes to it even more. And say yes to it even more, and even more. And now measure yourself. See if you moved on that scale of 0 to 10. And now, look at your remaining frustration, and you can actually talk to this feeling. You could talk to all of your feelings. Now, this frustration, ask it. Frustration, do you want to leave? Just ask it. And what does it say? It says, yes, I do want to leave. Now, look at that remaining frustration and just say, I love you, frustration. I love you. I really, really love you. I love you unconditionally. I just love you. And I give you permission to leave. And notice how you feel. See where you're at now. Now, if there's any remaining frustration, let go pushing down on it. It says it wants to leave. And the good thing is that it knows how to leave. You don't have to do anything. Just get out of the way. Let go of holding it down. And just allow it to come up. And allow it to pass on through. And allow it to pass on through even more. And even more. And even more. And even more. And notice how you feel now. Now, if you're feeling more positive, lighter, clear, that's the real you that you're experiencing. That's the unlimited you. And that's the missing ingredient. That when you get in touch with it, it allows you to be successful in every area of your life because it is truly unlimited. This positive space, that is the real you. So I invite you to really blow open the hinges, allow the real you to come out. Get into this positive space effortlessly and watch what happens in your life.